One thing about life, you could be teaching an art today and learning another one the next day. And even when you're teaching, you're still learning. One of the most important things to be taught if you want to learn how to kick properly is your chamber. If your chamber sucks, your kick is not going to come out the way you want it to. Orange belt right here is working on the roundhouse. But the roundhouse starts from knowing your distance to having a great chamber and then execution. And what is a good chamber if your guard is down? 80% of fighters drop their guard when they're kicking. I understand swinging your arm gives you momentum and extra power, but that's not going to help you when a fighter steps in on you with a back fist or a jab. Keeping your guard up gives you better balance and more options when it comes to your kick combinations. Knowing your distance, having a great chamber, and keeping your guard up is one of the best combinations to have. Now, after training with my students, I had to find some time to train myself. So the next day we did a 3-hour training session, starting off with 30 minutes on the treadmill, alternating between walking and jogging. We're going to follow with a few rounds of weighted shadow boxing. The combination I was supposed to be working on was double jab, uppercut, hook, and roll out. I'm not going to lie. Ever since I transitioned from orthodox to southpaw, these combinations have been confusing my brain. Eventually I'll get the hang of it. The type of fighting I do, I know it's going to pay off. Once we finished our rounds of shadow boxing, my body's pretty warmed up. Now it's time to glove up and go over to the heavy bags. One thing I realized now that I'm training southpaw is when I use my backhand, my right hand drops. That's definitely something I need to work on. Just got to keep training it and getting the muscle memory up there. I know you guys are probably wondering what type of fighting that I do. I basically do kickboxing, but it's light contact. To an extent though, it depends how you're feeling in the moment. The sport that I do is not a knockout sport, but you can get knocked out if you're not careful. I'm not taking boxing to learn how to knock somebody out in the ring. When I'm at a close distance and I can't kick no more, I can use my hands to get the point. If a fighter happens to be too turned up when we're fighting, now I'm confident enough to know that I can use my hands to turn them down a couple notches. Just like that, we finish up the session with some cool down jumping jacks. I will be going out to compete soon, so make sure to follow me if you want to see my future matches.